Nice. Draw straws to pilot it to lathe. We need to put a, let's see here. Let's get rid of that. Excelente. Excelente, excelente, excelente. I am definitely not going to drop the torch here. But we have a lot of people who are interested in KSP, so I am not going to stop streaming with this many people going. Let us fill up this last tank. That one's a little empty. That one there looks good. Let's fill up this tank, and I definitely want to see how much... That's interesting. All sorts of alarms are going off, apparently, on my phone. And what I've been working on, you can't show on stream yet. Okay, you're working on the next video. Okay, okay, good deal. I'm not going to stop streaming then. I will continue carrying the KSP torch here. And we will 5225 to lathe. Wait, did you build the same craft? Thader, is that what you were building? The same craft there? The really cool thing, go to Elu. We did that in a Coke can, in a soda can the other night. Worst case, that is plenty of Delta V, by the way. 5225 is plenty of Delta V. Let me go ahead. I am going to tank up the RCS just to make sure. We do want to have all our resources set. And I should probably tank up the liquid fuel as well, right? Maybe. No cheat sheet. Nice. Let me just go ahead and fill up these RCS tanks. And I'm going to do a F5 decouple sort of deal. That would be an interesting thing for Kerbal Engineer. A calculate from here thing. Where you could like click on a craft that's docked somewhere and just calculate the engineering statistics for that craft. That would actually be really cool. Huh. Somebody get Cybertech in here. Let's go ahead and fill this up as well. And then let's see how much Delta V we get. Is it somebody's birthday? It's not my birthday. It's not my dad's birthday, is it? No, it's not. Ah, yes. And Thader, did you actually add up the parts and that sort of stuff? DK is and... Let's see here. We will continue going here. Continue going. Ouch. Just tanking this up. I'm going to deorbit that guy, guys. Let's see if we can't stick him on the VAB. That would be good. Domino's Pizza has jalapeno bacon cheese bread. Well, you're going to send me one tomorrow, right? You should totally send me a jalapeno bacon cheese bread. I will not have any problems with that, and I do appreciate the pizza you sent me last Friday. Or last Saturday, I think it was. I know, we totally did. Added up the Delta V on the cheat sheet. Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha. That's all tanked up. I'm going to F5. I'm just going to leave that guy here for now. And let's undock. Double F5 for double safety. Actually, does anybody have that link? Does anybody have the link? No? I guess not. It's your uncle's birthday tomorrow, Nikium? Dude, tell your uncle happy birthday as well. Yeah, you figure the engineer would do it. I am just going to go ahead and F5, triple F5 for super safety. Does anybody have that link to the for great safety, F5 for great safety GIF? DK may enjoy that. Let's see here. And let me go ahead and undock. Nope, not control from here. Not control from there. Definitely undock. There we go. That's the station. That is the craft we're going to deorbit. Aha. Here is the craft we have. Engineer says 2763. Wow, that's not actually that much. But no, it's not just because of that. Huh. 2763 seems way low. But maybe that is what it is. 2763. Wow, we could get out to Lathe, but we would be difficult once we got there. We barely have enough fuel for an... We would have to have a gliding thing. Jeez. No, somebody just made it. Let's see here. Somebody just made it. I could probably just barely get to Lathe if you didn't fill up the liquid fuel. Yeah, but then we would have to glide in on Lathe, right? And we would have to run this guy through the simulator. That's only 73. We didn't fill up the liquid fuel. So I filled up the RCS. This guy may have a little bit too much mass to get out to Lathe. He needs more 2763 could get me one way to Lathe. It is for the whole craft. No, no, but I've decoupled. I've decoupled DK. I'm not attached to the space station anymore. And I'm actually going to let's see here. What mode am I on? All right. Let's just get away. Just to prove we're decoupled from the station, right? Said it was over 5K. Is there some tank that's turned off or something? I don't know. 360. It may just have a bunch of heavy parts on it. And remember, those engines aren't the most efficient engines. Drop the jet fuel and see what we get. You need a simply interplanetary transfer page. Yeah. That would actually be something that would be cool if we could put a kicker back here so that this could accept a docking kicker. It does seem low though. 10 minutes. Intake air. Is it something about these engines not being, no. Let's thrust limit them all the way down and see if that does anything. No, that's not doing it either. And the only fuel that's not available to those is this fuel up here. And there's not even that much fuel right now. Oh, you're saying how much I would need? Delta V is raising as I burn RCS. Yes, I knew that. Delta V would be raising. Wow, that's interesting. Not a number meters per second? I'm not sure I buy that, honestly. I think that maybe Engineer has blown up around on it. The design of this craft, we couldn't really do it, right? Yeah, that's what I did, Valor. I pushed up from the docking port so it would be obvious. But this, I think this is a problem with Engineer. Not a numbers meter per second worth of Delta V. That looks like a problem, honestly. 10 minutes burn time and not a number meter per second. Did I turn? These wouldn't be. These wouldn't be off. They're not off, are they? No, they're not shut down, and their thrust limiter's all the way up. I have a feeling that we may be encountering a, I have exactly blue meters per second Delta V. What? We wouldn't be able to thrust against it, right? Yeah, bug, reload KSP. I do have a feeling that that is just a bug there. I think that that's just a bug. Here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. Let me get that other craft out of here because it's just chugging our physics, right? We're definitely encountering, I mean, it shouldn't be giving us not a numbers meter per second. I'm going to go ahead and F5 and just redock it to the station. That's what we were trying to do. Let's get that other craft out of here. Infinite Delta V, you blame the clown mash driver. Let me do this. I am going to go ahead and just deorbit that other craft. Getting it out of here. Really, honestly, while the orbital hotel that we have up there is very impressive to look at, the part count is a little bit too high, and I've got everything on one computer. I'm doing the stream encoding. I'm doing all the other things in the stream, the notifications and stuff. I've got KSP running. I've got everything running on this computer. And the orbital hotel we've got going here is probably a little bit too high of a part count for me. Because it would be a lot easier. Wait, is that it? Is that it? Double F5 for double safety. There you go. Captain, F5 for great safety. I love that. It's not actually a gift. Dude, what's up, y'all? YouTuber. You've seen an advertiser of somebody on YouTube? I mean, like it was an advertiser for a YouTuber? That's a little weird. How much delta we do? Wow, is this craft totally tanked up? This craft could get rid of its fuel. It definitely doesn't need that much fuel, and it's got Bill and Bob on it. So let me do this. Let me just dock with the side of the station, right? We can all have one more docking, right? Because I did put chutes on it, but I... Come on now. No, I've got electric charge. Remember, the problem with this thing is it has no power generation on it, right? And why is it not turning? Am I not in the right window? Am I stuck or something in space? Can I rotate? We have electric charge. What about monopropellant? Is that working? Okay, that's working apparently, but the reaction wheel's turned off. That's what it is. All right. The reaction wheel is totally turned off. Yes. That is what's going on. Toggle torque. Toggle torque. I'm honestly not really worried about the fuel in this. Let us, F5. Nice. F5 for safety. F5 DOS. F5, F5. Did I disable? I did, Ligno, but no! F5 for refreshing the chat! Ah! Dad, blame it. My bad, y'all. Oh my gosh. My bad. That was totally my bad. I just... Let's set this back. Oopsie. F5 for tricking DOS into that. Bubble Blaster! Thanks for the follow. We're doing some Kerbal Space Academy. Actually, right now we're doing some Kerbal carry the torch sort of deal. Let's see where we are. Excellent. I want to come in at the KSC. Alright, let's see how close to the KSC we can land, right? We've got plenty of Delta V and we've got plenty of thrust to weight. Let me get away from the station a little bit. Wrong F5. Yeah, dude, you're not kidding. That was definitely the wrong F5. I am actually just going to get away from the station using RCS. I'm just burning away from the station. It would be great if I could get out of physics range for it. But I can't. So let's see here. This is the ship that we made earlier for the Euro Rendezvous and Docking stream. And that right there is honestly a really cool picture, y'all. I like that a lot. Let's do some screenshots there. That looks cool. That orbital hotel with the spaceplane on top looks really good. Smoke! Thank you for the follow, good sir. We're doing some Kerbal Space Academy, and I am going to be coming in for a landing at the KSC using this little craft. Yeah, softcore. The spaceplane totally made it up, man. The spaceplane totally made it up. The trick is we've only got so much battery on this guy, and we don't want to use... Yeah, we're using a little bit of monopropellant, but that's okay. It's the SAS as well. Can't just remap F5 on the chat. That would actually be cool. Kainon officer, do you know that we're actually being hosted by a channel? We actually got really, I'm going to say lucky. The stars aligned tonight, and we got hosted by KSP TV, which is awesome. That's one reason we have so many people watching, because we're also being hosted by KSP TV. In fact, I don't even know how many people are on the hosted channel. Live hosts. Where's my following sort of deal? Let's see here. 166. Live channels. Videos. Oh, you can't actually see that, can you? Yeah, interesting. You can't see the hosts. There we go. Hosts. Following hosts. Sweet. That is actually really cool. KSP TV 109 viewers now, and DK as well. It had me on mute. Nice. Smoke. I basically do it every evening. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do a different Kerbal Space Academy topic. Right now I'm just waiting for this guy to come around so that we can get to a nice deorbit section. And I am actually going to deorbit from Kerbal, India right here. I know it's going to be more meters per second to deorbit from there. I hope I'm not going to hit the space station. The good news is if we have physics significance on, or we have a non-physics warp on, even if we hit the station we should still be good. We'll just go right through it. So let's see here. We're just going to warp around to Will at Kerbal, India. Laden Panther. Thank you for the follow, Laden Panther. Let me slow down, and I'm going to do a deorbit burn right here. There is the hotel. Let me point retrograde and activate my engines. Oh, man, shucks. Here is retrograde, it looks like. I'm going to need to right-click on that to close the shield. There we go. And I'm going to need to turn on SAS so we don't infinitely twist. I've got no power generation on this craft whatsoever. I need to activate my engines. Monkey Man 1223 also thank you for the follow. Kerbal Space Academy. I'm Dos Valdez. I do a thing called Kerbal Space Academy just about every evening. Different Kerbal Space program topic. Tonight we're doing space planes. We just docked a space plane with the space station. Now I'm getting rid of this. There's a space station way in the background. Where'd it go? Way back there. You can actually see it. Really need distant object enhancement or something. But let's go ahead. Now that I've got engines, I've got that, I've got SAS, I've got that. Alright. Let's go ahead and do a burn with my wonderful atmospheric trajectories mods. Guys, if you don't have this mod, this is a freaking awesome mod. What it does is it allows you to see how the atmosphere is going to affect your trajectory. Who knew, right? Atmospheric trajectories. And what I'm going to do, I'm just trying to get out of the Hilton and burn, burn, burn. There we go. Right now we're going to come down way over there. Actually, I want to come down right here at the KSC, and I'm just burning retrograde. That's how you get out of orbit. We all know that. But what this mod, this OP mod, by the way, is going to do, look at that. It tells me, DOS, when you enter the atmosphere right now, you're not going to follow the blue orbit. You're actually going to follow the red line I'm drawing for you. And not only that, in the time that it takes you to travel on that red line, there's how much the planet's going to rotate. It says, I am going to rotate that much, and when I reach the end of the red line, that thing right there where that red marker is, that is the part of the planet you're going to be on. This mod is so awesome. Nikium, thank you, by the way. Thank you, by the way. Wow, the chat is like going over. Let me get this. Let me get this done here, y'all. Let me get this done. I do appreciate everything that's going on in the chat over there. I can actually burn a little bit faster. Check out what's going to happen. I've got a little probe down there, easy peasy rover cheesy, at the KSC, and I basically just want to burn until I get this node, this little red marker, right over that guy. It's so easy. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. That looks good. And I just want that to be right about there. That's telling me that when I get there, we're actually going to follow not the blue line. Where is the blue line? I don't even see the blue line right now. Huh. It's actually pretty even with the red line. That's interesting. I hope I didn't break the mod. I'm like here talking up the mod, and I hope I didn't break the mod. We're going to follow the red line down. The atmosphere is going to slow us down. I don't really believe what it's telling me, honestly. Did I break that too? Do I have some sort of reference exception or something? We will have to see. I may have broken the mod. We may need to restart KS. Let's see here. Ooh, southeast strong storms. That is me. Charlotte, not exactly southeast, but that is a good thing to know. Dude, Bama Medic. Again, I appreciate what you do. Orbit. Increasing velocity. Why is my orbital velocity increasing? Does that make sense to anybody else? I'm falling towards the planet. That makes sense. I just have no faith that this isn't buggy right now. Let's just go ahead and warp this and see what happens. Where is KSC? KSC's down there somewhere. We're actually coming in really sharp. I think we are coming in really sharp. So we're going to go ahead and rotate and see how close to the KSC we can land using that mod. I hope I didn't break that mod because I'm here like talking it up. Hosted on KSP TV, and now I definitely have an engineering mod. This was working. Huh. Lower orbit, higher speed. You know this stuff. No, I know that, but I was so concerned that it was going to be buggy that I was thinking I got like a claw bug or something, because remember we were dealing with the claw bugs yesterday? That's what I was thinking. It's very interesting if the trajectory we follow is not affected by the atmosphere whatsoever. I'm not sure I believe that. I am not sure. It would be very interesting if we deorbited the exact sort of orbit that would make us... Let's see if it changes. Is the orbit changing? The red line is changing. The red line's almost telling me we're going to go further than we think. Maybe what I did is I just came down at the exact trajectory? Huh. That would be really weird if I came down at exactly the trajectory I needed to come down at. We are still bleeding speed like crazy. What is this telling me? Huh. Maybe it's a little bit of a bug. Not sure. I think it may be a little bugged right now. Honestly. Because this is looking really good. I definitely need to burn this way just a little bit. A little bit more. We do have lots of Delta V, right? And we've done the VAB before. And we have shoots on this thing. So why don't we do this? Let's see what we got here. Coming in pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Need to lean a little bit. And then we need to kill some speed. Yep, that looks good. I like it. Are they gonna open? Dang it, real shoots! I hate you, real shoots. I waited way too long to pop the engines. Oh my gosh, how about that? What's up, Magna Gaming? You're here just in time for me to crash on the launch pad. Anyone you'll walk away from, though. I always forget about real shoots and the fact that it doesn't instantly pop the shoots, right? Real shoots makes, I've got real shoots installed, and I totally popped those shoots at the very end. It was a nice ablative landing, right? We're almost to the launch pad. I was going to try to put it down in the middle of those, but I forgot that I have real shoots, and real shoots make your shoots deploy over a very long time by default. So we definitely got in there, but whoa, wait, there's a raid going on? You know something? Everybody returned successfully, and we were right here at the launch pad. So I am totally, I am totally fine with the outcome of this. But everybody coming over from Megnar, dude. Megnar, thank you so much. Nikium, we could have landed that. I just temporarily forgot that I have real shoots installed, which would have made the shoots deploy very slow, just like the real world. Exactly, Smoked. I'm not embarrassed, though. Kerbal's lived. Bob and Bill are both good. What else is going on here? Nemesis on Twitch, aggressive poking. Dude, Magna Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. We got hosted by KSP TV tonight, and I appreciate when you shut down your stream bringing everybody over here. Who is all going on here? Wait, what? Menga? What? How do you pronounce it? Time out. I always say manga or Megna. Wait. I definitely need to get this right. Megna. That's what I'm saying. Megna. Aren't I saying Megna? Megna Gamings? Megna Gaming? I don't know. Anyways, Magna Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. I do appreciate it. We are actually going to be going up there and seeing if that other craft has the correct Delta V calculation on it. In fact, we could just look at it in the spaceplane hangar here. Everybody that follows, Moosh Kebab, Minecrafter 6401, thank you for the follows. They did weird. Megna, yeah, I got it right. Okay, good. Thank you for the follows. I'm Das Valdez. We do Kerbal Space Academy. We just call him Scrub. Nice. I do Kerbal Space Academy basically 8 p.m. Eastern every single night. Weeknights, basically. I do a different KSP topic. Tonight we were doing SSTO designs. Let me actually recover these guys. We'll go show the crew transporter craft that we have and look at the Delta V. I do all sorts of other topics, lifter designs, lander designs and piloting, orbital, rendezvous and docking, interplanetary transfers, farming science, kickstarting careers, doing things like deb recovery. I do some mod highlights and that sort of stuff. But that is Kerbal Space Academy. That is what I do just about every single weeknight. Every other weekend I also do what I call Kerbal Boot Camp, which is basically from I've never flown a rocket before all the way up to a moon landing. For people that are kind of new to the game, if you want to learn how to do it, even if you're really good at the game, I appreciate having people there to help me out, because I don't know everything. Zoe loves you! And Toonsg, thank you so much. But every other weekend I do a Kerbal Boot Camp. Won't be this weekend, it'll be the weekend after that. And Kerbal Boot Camp's like an 8-hour stream where we go from I've never even launched a rocket before all the way up to, wow, check it out, we landed on the moon. And my entire point is I want you to be able to learn to do that. Hey, look at that. You can move around. That's cool. But I answer questions. Let me hop over here into this. That's blowing up the follow chain there, dude. Follow from Megna. I appreciate that one. Valor, Zoe, I got you. I totally appreciate everybody. And Mega, I do see you streaming quite a bit as well over here in the KSP land. So if anybody likes KSP streamers, I love to spread the love. People in the channel here might want to toss Megna a follow if you like KSP. What's going on, Rich? RichX, or RightChex, dude. Wonderful show, and I want to see KSP grow. Dude, yes, support Squad, RightChex. Like I said, I spent 60 bucks on the game. Not even lying. I totally want to support Squad. One of the ways I want to support him is by totally, Daisani also. Thank you for the follow. One of the ways I want to support him is by teaching more people to use it. Sometimes the game looks so freaking, intimidating, right? It's like, wow. Rocket science? I can never do that. I can't do it. It's so intimidating. So many of the concepts are so easy. I just try to make it try to help people understand how easy the game is once you get some of the basic concepts down. And you can totally do some of the things. Maybe don't start by making this spaceplane, right? It did take us a little while to get it debugged, but KSP is an awesome game, and I hope that we get lots of people, even people who don't think. Yeah, I think I got you. Minecraft 6401, I got you. There was another one. Daisani, something else just went off. It always takes it a minute. 792 follower hype, by the way. That's totally awesome. Oh, man. Anything else? Yes. Oh, and the last thing. Every other Sunday, I do what I call Kerbal Help Desk, which is basically if you're having problem with a mission or some design you can't quite get figured out, you can actually bring it to my stream, set it up so that you can upload it somewhere. Nemesis and Sensuna also. Thank you so much for the follows. You guys are awesome. Also, why not awesome? Jeez. I do Kerbal Help Desk. If you have trouble with a mission or a craft or something, you can actually send it to me, put it up on Dropbox or someplace where I can download it, and I'll actually here live on the stream help you debug the craft, because I think that that's a great way to show lots of people how you can fix problems with crafts, how you can accomplish a certain mission. That's what I do every other Sunday. So, I do appreciate all the follows. 133 count. Oh my gosh. Strap a giant space parasol. Nice. So we had some improvements we could make to this. What we were going to do, we were actually just going to look at Kerbal Engineer, deactivate these engines. Okay, thrust limiter all the way down. Delta V, that's atmosphere. 919, but that's because we don't have fuel in here. Let's fuel it up. Maybe it's right. Maybe it is actually 2400 Delta V. Look at this. Yeah. 2419 Delta V out of this craft. So this one is not quite lathe capable. Let's see if we take this out. Again, we're in the simulator here, right? If we take this out, 2561 Delta V. That's lame. That is not quite enough. Ooh, with like perfect interplanetary transfer, we could probably get to lathe. I don't know that I would want to risk it. I certainly wouldn't want to risk it with 8 passengers. 8 passengers. Jeez, oh Pete. What could we do? We could. Even without the RCS, we're not going to have enough leeway. I mean, it would be really awesome if one of these was a nuclear engine or something like that, because that would definitely get us out. The other thing that we talked about, Orbital Hilton Lathe. You know, Nubius, remember, the hotel itself. F5 and try it for the raid. Dude, Megna, thank you so much for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. I will show back up over in your stream next time I see you streaming, man. I do appreciate you. I like some of the stuff you do over there. Thank you so much, good sir. Let's see here. The really cool thing was if we could add a transfer engine to the back of it, right? But no matter what, we would need more fuel tankage. I mean, instead of this part, we could totally do that. Instead of this part with 160 fuel, we could put a different part up there. We could put like this part that would also carry more fuel. I don't think adding that much more fuel is really going to change our Delta V, though, because we have so many other parts. The wings and all that sort of stuff. Use another craft. Thader, that's exactly what I think. I usually don't fly out of Kerbin in a plane without nukes. Mitsu, you're probably right on that one. Fearsome Fish 24. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. I'm Dos Valdez. Oh my gosh, but geez, oh Pete. And we don't really have, we definitely put this thing on a serious weight loss program. We don't really have too many things on here that we don't need. It would really need a docking port, right? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Isn't our docking port right on the center of mass? Wait. Is our docking port on the center of mass? Ooh, girly. Let's have a look here. Docking port, center of mass. Remember, we definitely tried to do that. We're in the simulator. Give me the center of mass. Oh my gosh. What if we added... Nope, okay. Oh, shucks. The docking port's not exactly on the center of mass. And we don't have a way to... half-tanking these or something? Nope, that ain't gonna do it either. Dang it, DOS! I should have flipped it this way, and I should have put that docking port directly on the center of mass. What did we miss? What did we miss? What did we miss? Was that what you're saying, that my docking port was on the center of mass, DK? Or was there something else? Da-da-da-da-da, landing on the moon. Da-da. Nikium! Thank you so much again. Tell your uncle thank you for what he does. I do appreciate it personally. I hope I speak for everybody else on the channel, but we do appreciate that. Thanks a lot, man. Rescue mission to Lathe. We do have a... Nice. Nubius, thank you so much as well. Oh my gosh. Docking port not on the center of mass. Ah! That's such a problem. Inline cocking port with a inline docking port. Yeah, the trick is we've already, so we're playing NASA, right? We've already got a plane up there. What if I take all the fuel out? Yeah, exactly. The problem is this is what we currently have in orbit. That's exactly right. What's the ship I use to deorbit stuff? The mass driver. Is it what we need to install somewhere? We do have a mass driver. Let me take all the fuel out because that's another idea, right? Take all the fuel out and see how that affects the center of mass. Unfortunately, oh! Guys, I think I can do it like that. I think I can do it like that. Why am I concerned about this, right? Tell me those guys are a little bit low. Yeah. Look, if we drain all the... if we completely empty her, the center of mass is right there on that docking port when she's totally dry. And so does it matter if we carry the fuel in a different tank that can be on the center of mass? No. That totally doesn't matter. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Totally dry. K9, dude, thank you always for all the help you put in my channels, man. You are totally awesome. I do appreciate it. I do totally appreciate it. Oh, yes, man. K9, I hope I see you manana. Good, sir. Pyrofire also. Thanks for the KSP lesson. Dude, Pyrofire, you were here from the beginning. You've been here for quite a while. So thank you so much for the follow and hanging out in the entire thing. I totally appreciate it. That's what we're going to do, y'all. That's how we're going to fix this. We're actually going to carry the plane's fuel in a transfer stage. Yes. Yes, robot kicker ship. Yes, Theodore, that is exactly what we're going to do. So because the plane is nice and centered on that docking port when she's totally dry, not only is that a good thing, we'll have all the mass back in the kicker, and the plane will basically just be payload. That's why you put your docking ports. Even when they're down here, that's why you put your docking ports on the center of mass. It's close enough, just push it with full tanks. Maybe. With torque wheels, let's see what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and empty it out just because 4 of these, 360 times 4, that's 720 times 2, that's 1440. That's basically one of these tanks, right? One of these tanks right here will carry all the fuel for the plane. And then we don't even need... it'll basically be a... That's actually awesome. That's actually awesome. Let's go. Let us go. What is the mass? We need the dry mass of the craft. Actually, no, I can't do it because that's my root node. Ding, you select node! I can't put it in a... I just need to get the mass of the craft. Show all stages. Mass! Wow, she's 14 tons empty. That's actually pretty cool. This is actually a little bit less, but don't we need... Take the electric charge out. All the mass in that electric charge. Let's take the electric charge out. She's 14 tons dry. Kerbals don't count when they're in cockpits. So let's go and do a... Yep, we got it. Show all stages, Mr. Kichi. You got it. Adding Kerbals. Theater, when Kerbals are inside the cockpit or inside a hitchhiker, their mass doesn't count. It's only when they're outside on a ladder or they're outside on a command chair. Then they weigh, I think it's 0.097, 0.0975, 0.0925, something like that. I don't know if somebody can look it up. But Kerbals count if they're on ladders or if they're just being pushed by the ship, right? Ladders, command chairs. All right. Good deal. Well, we can always put a place for the Kerbals to ride underneath the ship if we need to do that. But I think that's good to do. 14 tons dry. Let's save the ship. Let's go out here. I love the VAB. The VAB is like a simulator, right? We can go check it out. The radial intakes, radial parachutes. Yeah, but Luis, they only change the center of mass if they're not inside inside a cockpit, right? They don't count if they're actually in a pod. It doesn't change the mass of the pod. Let's have a look. We're going to go to the VAB. We're going to design a transfer stage. And it's actually, I think we can make it look really freaking cool. I do think we can make it look really cool. Like a huge landing pad for the space plane, basically. I'm just talking about adding Kerbals before going out. Oh, do you mean you want me to... Okay, not how is it going to affect the center of mass. You want me to put some more Kerbals in it so that they can go to Lathe. That's what you're telling me. I almost need some more Dr. Pepper hype. Jeez, this may be a 3 Dr. Pepper can stream. Honestly. Untitled spacecraft. That's fine. That's good. That's good. We need to come up with a weight that is 14 tons. So let's just grab a tank. That's probably a lot more than 14 tons. 20 tons. Is there another tank? 36 tons. 18 tons. All right, let's try that. 18 tons. Put an engineer on it so we can see the mass of it, right? This is just going to be our payload. This is just going to simulate the weight of the craft. Dry. There's 14,800. 1480. Wow, that's almost exact. 1480. That's good right there. By the way, that's a good way to just simulate payloads, right? I just slapped that thing on there. Now we know that this tank weighs the same as the plane, right? And we will... I built a bus and I'm going to use it as a sports car. Can you add Kerbal to the outside and then launch? Yes, we could totally... Hitchhikers and command seats, I know. Hitchhikers, I did not know. I did not think that they counted in hitchhikers. Command seats, I definitely know. Pods, they definitely don't do pods. Unless they've changed it recently. Maybe somebody could look that up. Let's see here. I am going to try and make something. Where's that big tank I wanted to use? That looks like a place for a space plane to hang out. How much fuel? 1620. It will completely fill it up. So this can be the fuel for the plane itself. And we'll actually do a couple things. Can I just put a docking port there? Can I do that? And can I do that? Yes, that gives me appropriate clearance, I think. And then the plane will kind of be stacked right against that, which I think is kind of cool. However, the oh, that's right. Remember the docking port is recessed a little bit, isn't it? So we are going to have to put a little bit of a standoff here. I think this part will be fine. I wonder if that part right there will give us enough of a standoff that the plane can dock in there. We'll just go with it. Let's see here. Let's simulate it right quick because we know what it looks like, right? We know that we have one of these basically for the body of the craft. Then we know that we have these in this sort of 2x symmetry, right? For the engines on the craft. And then we know that we have a docking port. I wish I could just pull it into a subassembly, but this is going to be faster. Better for the stream. We know that we can put this like that. And then the question is, will this dock with this? And I think the answer is yes. Oh gosh, seriously? Put that there. Put that there. Don't you clip into there. By the way, Control Z totally works in the VAB. If you didn't know that, it is very, very useful for fixing, there we go, things. So will this dock with it, basically? Oh yeah, that's going to be fine. It's a good way to line things up in the VAB is one axis at a time. One axis at a time. You scroll out so that you're straight in this axis, and you line it up. You scroll so that you're in this axis, and you line it up. And then when you're in any axis, you can actually... That docking port doesn't stick down as much as I thought. So we don't even need that standoff. We can get rid of that. We can put this here. That is totally going to dock right there, see? And as we push, eventually those tanks will hit it, and it'll help us push if those docking ports compress together. Guys, since it's after midnight, DK, do you got your ears on? Did DK have to leave? I hope not. You may be able to answer a KSP TV question for me. So, docking in the VAB, yeah. Let's see here. DK, if you got your ears on, toss out something in a stream over there. I don't want to distract you from making your videos, but I do have a Kerbal Space or KSP TV related question since we're being hosted. We'll put that there. We've got that. So that's our payload. It's going to be docked like this. Dad, blame it. Those nodes. Was that DK? All right. Oh, you're on TeamSpeak, actually. Dude, let me get over there. Let me get over there and just ask you the question right quick. Because I know I will get the right answer from you as you stream for KSP TV. TeamSpeak. There you go. Alrighty.
Connected to 91.3.
Yes.
You switched to channel
DK, what's going on?
Mortem Command Center on 91.3.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Not too bad. How was your football game? Good?
It was really, really fun.
That's outstanding.
You can see me in one of the highlights.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, did you do that on purpose? Were you trying to get some more screen time?
Yeah, right. No, I got to pat Eddie Lacy on the helmet.
Really?
For anybody who cares about that, yeah.
Was he like going by one of those things when they run out or something like that?
Yeah.
Like a little tunnel
the
sort of thing?
Rainbow Leap.
Nice. All right, well, good deal, dude. So my question,
Okay. Yeah.
the chiptunes compilation that I usually use, am I allowed to play that on KSP TV?
That is.
I think it's all Creative Commons, isn't it?
It is indeed Creative Commons, so
Okay.
yes, you can.
So the normal chiptune things. So let's do that. We'll get some chiptunes going, and that will kind of wake us up here after midnight. That was definitely my question. So let's see here. I can go out and get my chiptunes. Da-da-da-da-da. Next time we go into a flight scene, we'll turn that off. I mean, I really do, DK. I don't feel like I can drop the KSP torch. You know?
I mean, you do have a solid $1.20 watching right now.
We do have a lot of people. Here's an advertisement on YouTube. Go away. Then the chiptunes will come in. Yeah, you totally have to do the torch. So I cannot just stop streaming. Let's see if we can't get this thing to Lathe with absolutely no infrastructure at Lathe. Just a space plane that's going to land by itself. Okay, Bama apparently knew what you were talking about, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Roll Tide.
Eddie Lacy was a Bama player.
Yes.
You're like, sports.
Sports. Since I went to Rice University, not much of a football team coming out of Rice. Just so you can say, yeah, Rice in Houston.
All right.
So I went briefly until the dot-com boom happened. So yeah, we didn't have a lot of football. We've got a stadium. Actually, we've got a stadium that JFK spoke in about the moon landings. It was built at Rice so that JFK could talk about the moon landings in it. That's why you have a
No kidding.
70,000. I think is it 70,000? It's like 65,000 seat stadium at a school that has 4,000 students. At the time that it was built.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. We can't. I mean, when Rice goes to the football games at the Rice Stadium, we can't even fill up the bottom 2 rows. So, I think you had a little bit different experience this evening. And is the music good, everybody? I just turned it on. I don't think that I changed.
Okay.
There we go. Mixer action. Yeah, I think I've got it set. All right, good deal. Thank you, sir. So yeah, that was honestly really cool to get hosted by KSP TV, man. I'm not.
Yeah, well, after I, because at first the tickets weren't free, so I'm like, no, I've got other commitments that I should do, and they're like, yeah, well, I'm not charging you, man, and I'm like,
wait, what?
You give me row 5 tickets free?
Yeah.
So, I'll be right back.
I don't think anybody here is gonna blame you for that, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Free tickets are definitely the best tickets.
Yeah.
Let's check the Delta V on this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this interplanetary stage, dude. And I will not ask you anything about the videos you're making. Because I know you're not supposed to talk about it, it sounds like.
Oh, no, I can talk about the videos. I was saying what I've been working on in-game. Which isn't a secret. It's known that the experimentals have been out.
Yep, okay.
So I've been playing 0.25, which I'm not...
You're not... What?
I'm not allowed to stream version 0.25.
You're not allowed to stream 0.25. Oh, I gotcha.
Not yet, anyway.
I gotcha. Good deal. Excellent. Well, that will definitely be cool whenever that comes out. I won't ask you. I won't ask you anything. I'm not sure what I can ask and what I can't ask, so I'm not going to ask you anything.
Well, I mean, I you can definitely ask things, and I can either confirm or deny. I mean, anything that I can confirm or deny are things that have already been
released,
announced.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think one of the big things for me was when we were building that space plane earlier. It looks terrible. It looks hideous with the stock parts, right? And the new parts that we're gonna get are gonna be so freaking cool.
They really are.
Just space plane parts.
It's one of the very, very cool things about the game, and you and your dorsal.
What?
Anyway,
it's a real thing.
They do directly incorporate certain mods. Like they'll go after like, hey, you made a really cool mod. Can we buy it?
That's honestly not a bad way to go about it, man.
No, and it also encourages modding that much more.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I've been involved with software development for a long time, and being able to buy more of a finished product versus facing the uncertainty of having a product made, right? It's kind of a big deal. It is definitely kind of a big deal to be able to do that sort of stuff. So I do not blame them at all. Look at this. I'm getting 0.26 thrust to weight. I almost want to put these engines on them in 6 symmetry. Are you using nuclear engines?
Yeah, but if you're using nukes, then what does the TWR matter?
Because I like more accurate burns, and we're not going to be part limited here. So I'm going to put 6 on, I think. You know, if that doesn't work, put more nukes on. How can that go wrong? So I'll need to put this on with 6x symmetry as well, and I'm going to need a little bit of RCS SAS control. That 6 is not great, and it's clipping through that, so let's do this. Put it right there on the side. Fix this. Anytime I'll use the nukes, I usually... Because the mass of this craft, right? 102, what's the mass? The nukes are what, 2.25 each? Big deal. You carry another 4.5 tons. That's not a big deal when your craft weighs 102 because it's mostly fuel, right? That's 5,000 delta V right there, and we can do 5,000 delta V at a 0.36 thrust to weight. Not bad. Uh-oh. It's that time of the night for the headphone fun to kick in. I don't think y'all can hear it. That's just my headphones. Guys, my headphones are going to die. Actually, DK, entertain these guys for a second, would you?
Yeah, sure thing.
I need another Dr. Pepper, and I need to get batteries for my headphones. My wired,
All right,
wireless headphones. Yeah. All right.
I mean, some people are talking about the football game, but I don't know that everyone's going to be interested in that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. That's something I can't talk about at all. So let me get some new headphones, Aaron. And
well, it's a sort of hazard of growing up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. That's about batteries. It's interesting that you're actually putting on 6 symmetry for the nukes. I don't know about that. That feels excessive. Sing for us? I care if my fantasy team does well. Hey, I've got Eddie Lacy on one of my teams, so very well. The nukes are, nukes are a little overpowered. I agree with that, actually. I mean, I don't know. That's hard to say. Maybe not necessarily overpowered, but they're certainly up there. I mean, they're just incredibly efficient. Yeah, but the TWR doesn't really matter as much if you're already outside of the atmosphere.
Wait, what? I'm back.
Oh, we were talking about the nukes. If they're overpowered and so forth.
I really think they are. They're barely balanced by the fact that you have to spam them on if you want so many. I almost wish there was a bigger nuke that you could just use one of. I got my ears back on, guys. But yeah, they're very nice.
You know what's
engines.
actually a really cool part, which I know you don't play with part mods typically except for KW Rocketry, but B9 has a thrust plate which allows you to attach engines in a varying symmetry. So you could attach, like, say, 3 on the outside and 1 in the middle, or 6 all on the outside, or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually a really, really cool part.
That's pretty darn cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And it just it allows you to attach them in weird symmetries, I guess, or
you can I forget what it goes up to, but you can put on, like, so you have so you have one in the center and then an outer an outer ring, we'll say, and you can change how many you actually have in that outer ring.
Oh, that is interesting. I have not used that. Let me see here. I probably need to get to lathe a little bit faster, right? Talk a little bit less and get to lathe faster.
Crispy electrolytes says the thrust plate was part of procedural fairings? That could be... Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
There we go. Now we've got some of that.
Equal thrust plate? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Because I always add those two things at the same time. So I guess because it's not a fairing, I assume that it was from B9. Maybe I'm wrong. Will happen occasionally.
Well, I don't know. Let's see here. 1x symmetry. I'm going to try to build a little bit more, make this a little bit more interesting. Not that we're not really interesting with talking.
With those SAS modules on there, is that fuel going to transfer through the SAS module?
Yeah, it should. Let me, I can
Really? Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Hey, Funny Cow Gamer, by the way, thanks for joining. We're doing Kerbal Space Academy. We're going to take a space plane out to Lathe. There we go. Yeah, I think it will go through. Let me actually look at them, and we'll make sure. It doesn't say no fuel crossfeed. In any part that doesn't say no fuel crossfeed, let me find one that says it. Like, no, that's not it.
Oh, okay. So, confirmation from chat that it is actually from procedural fairings and not B9. I thought it was from B9.
Oh, nice. That's cool though.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you learn something new every day. Let's see here. I could just put an RTG on this guy, or I could put some solar panels up. I've been kind of like a little bit not really doing the solar panels lately. I mean, I'm basically going to get out to Lathe. That tank's already disabled. The payload's disabled, so we can totally fuel up the plane and still have 6,000 meters per second of Delta V. That all looks good. I would like to have some more fuel up there. I'm also going to put some RCS on here just so that this can serve as like an orbital station for handling the space plane. It's kind of what I'm going for, honestly. So that is why I'm looking at this. You thought fairings were overpowered? Wait, what? Nice. What's up? Nice. Yeah, Funny Cow Gamer. I definitely made Mega Maid. That is what I did.
Yes. It was pretty awesome. I can't believe you were actually able to dock the vacuum cleaner.
I didn't think I mean, a lot of times I do stuff on stream not thinking that they're going to work. Just because, you know, some people like to see failure just as much as they like to see success sometimes. But I wasn't sure I was going to be... I thought it was actually going to rip the arm off the maid when I docked it.
It wasn't just... I mean, you did it easily. It wasn't just that you'd done it. Like...
Well, we do a lot of docking, you know.
Well, I mean, I do a lot of docking too, but I was just like, there's no way. And then it just... I mean, that's sort of a testament to RCS build aid, though, isn't it?
It really is. RCS build aid is awesome. Just allowing us to... Oh, come on, don't do me that way, girlie.
Dos, do you have a video of Mega Maid on your YouTube channel?
YouTube, I don't think so. There's definitely highlights here on Twitch, but I don't think I've got Mega Maid on YouTube. They're definitely Twitch highlights. So if you want to look, it's about the middle, right?
I'll find the highlight and links.
Yeah, dude. No, that's totally cool. Thank you. There's quite a few because there's all sorts of jokes to be had with Mega Maid, right?
Well, just look for the one that has like 1 million views.
Yeah, exactly, right? I think it was like 5,000 views last time we saw it, and I was like, "There's no way. That's nuts." Plus, we did that a while ago, right? Right when I first started streaming this stuff.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
All right, there's that. I'm gonna put some more battery power on here. These battery packs should be good enough. Anything else? RCS storage. I was gonna add some RCS storage, so let's do that. Again, I'm just trying to make this a little bit of a kind of a station that can also help the spaceplane operate. Let's just go with 2x symmetry here and 2x symmetry here. That part count, though, through the roof. We don't care. Uh-oh, guys, we got to be getting close. With Mike53228 there, we've got to be getting close to freaking 800 follows. 798.
7, yeah.
Is what my dashboard says.
You're gonna
798.
surpass me like within a week, dude.
Really?
Well,
no,
I mean,
no
you
way, dude.
stream
No way.
Approximately like times more than I do, really.
I do stream a lot, don't I?
Really do. Well, I mean, that's the way to do it, though, if you're trying to do it with what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. That's 5726. Non-atmosphere. That's good. 57. Uh-oh, there was another one that just came in. That is telling me... we'll just let it go. You guys take care of that for me. I got rockets to build. Oh my gosh. Maybe not. Let's see. So this is our stage. We can basically pump all the fuel from the spaceplane into this, which will also help us refuel this. I've got a couple docking ports on for refueling purposes. I've got that. Did I miss anything else on this? G Slavic, thanks for the follow, man. You may be $7.99 there. Oh, that says 800 actually. Dozer Dell was the 800th follower. You know what I really need to do? I need to,
Dozer Dell's a follower of mine.
Really?
He followed you too. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Dozer Dell. That is awesome. That right there, freaking 800 follower hype, DK. I don't know, man. I'm a little bit flabbergasted. I don't even like know what to say about it, right? Because there's no way that I would have thought that I'd have 800 followers after a month.
Well, I mean, I've told you this personally a bunch of times. I think that the entirety of the chat would agree with me if I said that you are pretty much the best streamer that I've ever watched. Like, straight up. Like, if I have a night free that you're streaming and I'm like, well, I could definitely stream. Or I could just watch DOS. Watch DOS.
No kidding, dude. I totally appreciate it. You're gonna make me turn red on camera again.
Yo.
You're definitely gonna Fearsome fish, dude. Take it easy. You're definitely gonna make me blush
Yeah,
on
I
stream.
think I should just. I mean, you make me want to just stick to videos because it's you're good at it. Frankly.
Well, dude, but you're freaking awesome at the videos. I would never be able to do this stuff with the videos. I don't know how to do all that cool stuff. Like your little short videos, man. Have you made any more of those? I know you're busy.
No, I'm working on one right now. I'm actually working on the script for it. Well, I had one finished,
Yeah.
and then I had a drive that I was storing it on completely die, including the script that I had for it.
That's
and that was
ridiculous.
really just. It was pretty. What am I trying to say here? It made me want to not even work on it. So I'm like, oh god, I just spent how many hours on this? But I'm over that hype now.
That is the worst freaking feeling, dude. To have something be lost like that, that's the worst. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I just got your poke.
Oh, I didn't. You know, I
No.
didn't know. It's just a quick poke.
No, because I didn't get it.
Ooh, okay. Well, I was interested, so.
It's not a big deal. It was just a voiceover spot for a national. Would have been
Deal.
like 10 grand.
Yeah,
But,
that would have been cool.
You know, whatever.
Well, you know, I wanted to ask, but
Yeah, big company.
that's how it goes. That's how it goes, I guess. But you got it, dude. I mean, it's got to feel good to get set for something like that, you know? Just to even be able to go out there. Or does it not work that way and I'm an idiot because I've never been involved in that industry?
For what now? I didn't fully understand.
Like the fact that you were even asked to go do it, you know?
Or
like,
yeah, well,
cool, or is it like,
it was through a company that I'd worked with before, and they're like, "Hey, we have this. I can't say what company it is. You've
No,
heard
it's
of
fine.
the company? It's gigantic. Put it that way."
Okay.
And for people who are in the chat and don't know what we're talking about, I work as a voiceover talent. Anyway, so yeah, they were just like, "Hey, we've got this this audition for you," and then they brought it down to 3 guys, and they went with somebody else, which is okay.
Yeah, you know, that's cool.
But I mean, the fact that they have my name is pretty awesome.
Yeah, no kidding, man. That is definitely a cool thing. But
G Slavic, there
What did I
is
miss?
kind of a roadmap. Hold on, I've got to. They've announced what's going to be on it. Their specifics, because there might be some things that they haven't officially announced. But if you go through,
you cut up a little bit there, DK.
oh, sorry.
Yeah. If you go
started
through
mumbling 'cause I
what?
was- if you go through Reddit and you go through all of the Tuesday updates, you'll find it.
Those are the blog posts they put out or whatever, right? The little. Aren't those on a? Oh, what's the blog thing they go out on? Tumblr, I
Dev
think.
Note Tuesdays.
DevNote Tuesdays powered by Tumblr is what I remember.
Oh yeah, they also have it on Tumblr, but they well, I guess Reddit is where I usually read them. But yeah, they
Oh, I
also do
gotcha.
have it on Tumblr.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and go with a little bit different rocket design here. I've got a pretty big kicker stage, right? And y'all know me, until 2.5 comes out, I'm not using the radial decouplers because they are buggy and they make me very angry. They make me want to smash things. So I'm actually going to go with a weird rocket design here that does not require radial decouplers but also gets rid of some of the wobbliness of the rocket. Come on for me. So what I'm doing, I'm actually building, see these big lifter stages, and the central kicker stage is going to be nestled in between. So the engine for the central one's right there, and these guys are going to go poof off into the distance. I actually feel like I need a little bit more standoff for these. So we can totally do it this way with modular girder segments. Don't tell anyone. This is a little bit OP. There we go. And now we're going to use those 4 engines. Yes. Alrighty.
Raz Morningstar talking about the I Know That voice. It's on my Netflix queue. I just haven't gotten a chance to watch it. It's super cool. It's a documentary about voice actors, and it basically shows you, I guess, sort of their lives. But
Really?
it's super. It's very, very famous people that do like cartoons and stuff, which is not what I do yet. Maybe
Nice. Do you want to do cartoons?
I want to. I would love to do character work, whether it's cartoons or even video games. That would be
Ooh.
spectacular.
Video games
Yes.
would be cool.
I've thought about heading to Toronto actually, because there is number of big video game studios there that do. They have like their stable of VOs that they use. Like BioWare, of course, is one of the big ones there.
They're up in Toronto? I didn't know that. Cool!
Yeah.
That's very cool, dude. You should totally get in a video game and then I'll be like, dude, I know that guy.
Yeah, right. I've ran across people who are do video game VOs. I've ran across their demos, just like researching stuff online, and like I ran the one that I very specifically remember is the guy that voices Cervantes from Soul Calibur.
Really?
His whole demo was just Cervantes.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just like, yeah.
I could never do that, dude. I'm not very good at like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, we're almost done with this. What am I doing there? There we go. Trying to strut this stuff up, right? And if you've seen what I've done, I was kind of doing that in my head. My typical lifter design, I've got about 2,500 in the lifter stage, which is the first stage. I've got a 1.9. That's okay. I'm going to turn it down to 1.7 on the launch pad, I think. I've got about 1,500 delta V here with a 1.5. That's my typical design that I do for lifters and kicker stages. So I've actually got a lifter stage and a kicker stage that should put this entire thing into orbit without having to worry about anything else. So it'll get into orbit by itself. Uh-oh. Nope. That atmospheric stats. Valdez. Never mind. Don't explain that. You totally screwed that up. So let's go ahead and see if I can't fix it. More fuel. All right, 188, 299, 11, okay, 05, yes, okay. I was just explaining it, and then I was like, wait a second. I'm not in atmospheric mode because I was designing the interplanetary transfer stage. Drat! That's okay, because with fuel lines, we can put more fuel in the middle. And then we'll have to fix that kicker stage as well. So let's, this is totally a NASA rocket. You guys want to make fun of me about near and far? You can, because this rocket would probably not do too well in those, but we're going to do it anyways, because we can. There we go. We could even make those drop tanks in the middle.
I mean, it's not too bad. It's not like I've seen like straight up pancakes of rockets.
Really? I've never played near and far. I need to get into them because a lot of people ask me a lot of questions about it.
Really, really different, and I think it would be good to maybe play around with it and familiarize yourself with it, and then actually do a stream with it.
Yeah, I need to do that. I think whenever 0.25 comes out, I'm going to have 2 KSP installs. One for my KSA sessions, which I try to keep mod-free, really, like away from the more complicated mods, really just the informational mods to show what's going on. But then I'm going to have my career save, and I'll do, like, deadly reentry and that sort of stuff. I think that would be kind of cool to do, to have kind of 2 modes. Caboose, we're going out to Lathe. They're working far with the good news and some tail fins. Okay, that's cool. I'll put tail fins on it. This resolves the problem with radial decouplers. Luis, yes, we did that. Remember, we built an orbital 6-pack the other day using that exact thing. Hang off the decoupler instead of off an empty tank underneath. Ah, because the decouplers have a problem. They basically destroy crafts right now because there's a configuration problem with them. And I didn't need to. With this design, it actually looks really cool when it flies. And we don't need to decouple those things because our central kicker stage is going to go like this. Check it out. It's like Legos. Like the kicker stage is going to come out looking like that, right? So it's actually really cool, and this thing will drop back. We could recover it if we put chutes on it. We're not going to worry about that. This is looking a lot better. I just need more delta V in the kicker stage now.
I really like the sound effects. That was good.
Voice talent, I am not. Let's
I
put.
just want to talk about something real quick here. Bamamedic, he was talking about on the subject of Twitch and what makes it really cool what you actually do. He's talking about, some people do whatever they can to get viewers. Like they will do these sort of super gimmicky things if they get like a new subscriber or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what, like your sort of mission statement is fantastic in that you are providing actual value for the people that are watching you. It's not just be like, hey guys, let's go watch this person play KSP. It's what some people just do, whereas you have a mission statement, basically.
I appreciate that, dude. That's
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. I mean, I feel so good whenever people come in there and like, Das, dude, I totally was able to do this. I've never thought I could do that. And then they say they can do it. I'm like, man, that's really cool that you came back. Not only that you were able to accomplish it, but you came back to my channel and you told me that, like, people get so excited, right? They get so excited about the stuff they accomplish, and that gets me excited. That wants me to keep doing things. You know? That's all good. I mean, I totally appreciate it. Everybody that comes back with a mission report, all that sort of stuff, I think it's totally awesome when people tell me stuff like that. So I appreciate that. I take that as a compliment, DK. I do appreciate that.
You got to get the KSA website going.
Working on it slowly but surely. It's like one of the streamers' problems, right? It's like you spend so much time streaming, you don't have time to work on anything else.
Right?
You know?
My gosh. Holy crap! I agree.
It's just, I mean, it's really a big problem not being able to. Come on now. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Not being able to do things like upload craft. I mean, the amount of time it takes to upload one craft just to Kerbal X, it's a ridiculous amount of time.
Is it really? Why?
Yes. Well, because I don't know. I'm not really a perfectionist, but you got to sell it, right? You got to have like a good description. You got to have some cool screenshots of it. Most of the crafts that I upload, I want to make sure that they're good to go, and then I got to go take screenshots of them. And it's like you got to fly the rocket, you got to do all this other stuff before you can be done with it, and that's part of the problem. You know what I mean? It takes me so long to do that stuff. Maybe I'm not very good at it. I don't know, but
that could be.
that may just be it, right? Maybe I just have so many awesome crafts.
I haven't actually played with the UI at all, but I'm sure that it's like overly complicated.
Oh my gosh. Did I just crash the game?
No.
I thought I just crashed my game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Where do you typically put your launch stabilizers? Do you have them sort of lower, or do you have them higher?
Launch stabilizers. For this rocket, I'm just going to put them low. Way down here on the bottom. See how they're all kind of at one height? It's because of the way that this lifter cradles the kicker in, it's not a very tall rocket, right? It's kind of short and stubby. So I just kind of put them all down low. If it's a taller rocket, I'll try to get some stability up high by putting them up higher. But I think just for this one, you can just put them down low. I mean, you could put them on the bottom of the engines if you want. I don't know if you've ever seen that happen, but this is totally a legitimate thing to do. Right?
Yeah, well, I was just wondering. Like, I didn't know if there was a specific reason that you had that like that. Yeah, typically, I'll have it way up top.
Yeah, that's just kind of where I did it. I mean, I wouldn't want these stabilizers to be up any further, right? Because I wouldn't want them to have to clear these struts as I went up. I could definitely put these up a little bit higher because I think the rocket won't have any trouble clearing that. And then I don't really have anything else. I can't really get any stabilizers up to the middle because of the way I've designed the rocket. So maybe that's a good idea. I want these low so that they don't have to clear the struts or anything, and I want these higher just to give it some more stability up there. Let's see what else I've done. Dude, I just saw... Oh, I haven't even had the chat scrolling. That's my bad. I paused the chat. Caboose! I paused the chat. I wanted to pause it right there on Bamamedic's statement. That's totally on purpose. I'm going to consult it for way too long.
Which is actually really hard to read on the screen.
Yeah, it is really... Oh, and this. I don't know of a good solution for that, man. I really don't, because it's the way that Better Twitch TV does the green screening. Also, let's fly this rocket while we do it. Guys, before I launch, my rocket's good. 1.75 on the pad, about 2,500 delta V in the lifter stage. 1.4, I want 1.5, right? But that's okay, 1.4. A little bit more than 1,500. A total in the lifter and kicker of 4034. That's what we want. But yeah. I don't know of a good solution to that.
I mean, it does green screen out both of it. I wonder... The only thing I could think of is instead of using the black chat option, just not using it. Because you can still chroma key out the gray, right?
Huh. I've never actually tried that.
Yeah.
Let's use
I mean, it might change the readability of...
some of the stuff? Let's have a look. Because maybe yeah.
It's a much smaller font.
Well, let's try it right quick. I mean, it's only going to take me 2 seconds to try. Then we're going to launch this rocket while the scene loads. So, chroma key. Select. There we go. That actually is an excellent fix, man. Look at that. It does put some lines in the chat. That's a little bit dirty, honestly. Yeah. When you get it, you'll see. It's a little bit dirty because there's some sort of separator, but I think maybe there's a Twitch, like a separator option? Maybe I shouldn't do it from over there. I think there's a BTTV setting to remove those separated lines. But that actually makes the red highlighted things App called Chatty. Really, Fukuda, dude, could you send me a link to that? Chatty, just so I remember. I'm so bad at remembering things.
Really? I'm gonna put that out too, actually.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I kind of like the way you've got yours set up. You know, you have it, like,
Well, the
off on
thing
the
is with
side.
mine, I've got my overlay so that it actually... Posting... Oh, Diamomatic, you should be able to just click on me... Oh, are you talking about my YouTube channel? Okay, so what is it called now?
Yeah, there you go, Batman. If you just click on his name, you'll be able to get to his channel. That should go ahead and get it up. Or it's just, you know, twitch.tv/his name. I feel like we're kind of turning into a talk show, so let's launch some rockets.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm having fun.
I'm posting a link to the Get Chatty.
Oh, nice.
Well, the website is Get Chatty. It's
Get Chatty. Nice. Split chat. Yeah, I think that's it. Split chat easily. Yeah, that's definitely a setting. I don't want to spend too much time cleaning that up, but I could totally fix it right quick. I could go over to here, and I could do this, and I could do properties, select region. That's totally wrong. That's not even the right window.
I think...
I'm gonna totally break things
Not
here.
to deter you from also launching again, but I think that your chat was actually better off with how it was before, because now the highlighted messages are really easy to read.
But the other ones aren't?
Pretty hard to... Yeah. Those are just possible.
We're rocking a hard place, basically. There we go. I'll set it back. So I'll look at that chatty thing. Dude, thank you so much for sending me the chatty link. I just got that message. I don't know if you saw it pop up. But let's go back to the other chroma key. Guys, like I said, I'm totally not a professional streamer. I just got started with it. Yet. Yes, thank you. And we will get... There we go. So now we have the nice white on black text. Know your memes. Appears anywhere, right? The other ones don't appear whatsoever when it's in red. I'll check that chatty thing out. We will check that out. Thank you, Fukuda, for the link, dude. I appreciate it. Let's launch rockets, guys. Let's launch some rockets.
Hey, maybe we play some Kerbal Space Program.
Penalock, yeah, you know, it's like talk radio over here.
What do you know?
Let's do
like my stream.
Penalock, SAS engage, throttle up. Let's go to space. I think we should be good. Royal Star-Lord. Nice. Not just Star-Lord, but Royal Star-Lord. Thanks for the follow, man. 3, 2, 1, space. That thruster weight. I'm going to put it down just a little bit. This rocket is glowing places, y'all. It wants to get to space, like, now. Did I have power generation on there? I'd have to extend those solar panels. It'll be okay. Wow, I actually have a dorsal fin on this rocket. I can extend a dorsal solar panel fin. Typical launch profile. We're going to take her up to 10,000. We're going to turn 45 degrees to the east. That's going to be the D key for most standard installs. Surface attached disable hotkey. Surface.
Yeah. And the 100% throttle hotkey. I'm excited about that too.
The floor it, right? That would. I'm pretty excited about the enhanced nav ball. That made it in, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm a little, in a way, I'm not actually affiliated with the squad, so I guess I can say this. I mean, in a way, I'm kind of upset by it because they straight up bought Space Planes Plus.
Yeah.
But then with enhanced nav ball, they just basically made their own, as opposed to giving the credit. I don't know.
I got you, dude. I guess that's... Oh, man, that seems like it'd be so hard to do, right? Like Pitfall. Because that mod maybe not very complicated, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
easier...
exactly.
Less risk, really, right? There's less features in that mod. So there's less risk in programming it yourself. So less... Oh, it's really less like... what's the word I'm looking for? Less incentive to buy it, like a ready-made product, versus a more complicated mod like Space Wings Plus. I mean, like I said, I've done software design and consulting. I've been a software architect for quite a while. Spent a lot of years of my life doing that. Not doing that anymore right now. But I could totally see the two different sides of that. You know, it'd be a really hard sell to pay for that mod. Look at that. That's a good kicker stage. Later. I love how that separates, by the way. I was rotating a little bit, but I love how that separates. Flying rockets. Talking software. Jeez.
Ah, okay. Adel says the enhanced nav ball stuff was planned even before the mod was made.
Oh.
Which, I guess that makes more sense then. But, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Just gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and put this ApoApps up to 75. Do another Homan transfer. I'll go over it just like I did before. If you're new to KSP or you want to learn how to do these Homan transfers, I like to talk through them. It's a really useful thing. It's a very efficient maneuver. It's a really useful thing to learn. So I will talk through it. Let's go ahead and get up to 75. Still in the atmosphere, so I burn a little bit past. A Homan transfer.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yes. There, my mod is kicking in. My trajectory mod. I definitely don't want to come back down. So I'm going to put it right there at the ApoApps. Let's get some of this stuff. We won't use precise node for this one. Burn prograde. That means pull the green circle, right? Pull the green circle at prograde until you get a periapps. And then rain in that ApoApps using radial out. This is actually radial out, or just straight radial. Put the ApoApps right there back in the node. Go over there, 25, then pull it till you get a flip. Pull, 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 pull. I want the periapps and the ApoApps to switch places. There they're going, they're going, they're going, stop! 75. I know y'all can't, that's one thing, you can't see it when I'm over there. By 75. Oh, that's one of the things about the chat being over there on the side. I like having the chat, right? Jeez, come on, turn for me, girly. How am I on electric charge? Not generating any right now. I've got to start burning right now, too. Wow. Okay, well, you know, engine gimbals will help me turn. Let's actually go off the node a little bit like that and then come back to it. Just because. Alright, so... Engineer. A floret key. Half throttle on load. You know something? Spartan? That would be nice. It would totally change my launch checklist, though, like, right? Throttle up, panel lock, SAS engage. I would have to start saying something different. I don't know if I'd be okay with that. Here's what I'm going to do, y'all. I am going to... I just can't deorbit that guy because he doesn't have a probe cord. That was a bit of an oversight. I'm going to stop about 100 meters per second short, and I'm going to do the last 100 meters per second of the burn with this. That's just going to keep me from making space junk. This kicker stage that I'm using does not have a probe core on it. That means that I will not be able to control it and deorbit it. I don't want to make space junk, basically. So I'm going to stop about there. Man, we can get a little bit more out of her. When this is under 23, when my periapps is under 23, I'm just going to stop it at 20. Like that. I'm going to go ahead and decouple. And let's just do the rest of the burn with this. Later. And that is going to put me into orbit. And because I didn't do the burn correctly, I'm going to have to correct this by hand. What is this? I'm going down right now. I want to trade ApoApps for periapps. So I want to burn like this and stop going down. Yes, that looks good. ApoApps for periapps. What were you saying there, DK?
Oh, here's something that I don't actually know. Okay, so you can actually sort of maneuver your... Well, that's a wrong word to say. Change your maneuver node to your actual prograde vector by, like, the same way that you would with an encounter, right? So you burn opposite of the maneuver vector from the prograde. Mm-hmm. Is it more efficient to do that, or is it more efficient to burn off prograde?
It's more efficient to move the maneuver node, right? So changing the time, you mean move the maneuver node like along your orbit, right? Burn earlier or later sort of deal.
No. Like as you're moving it, and okay, so say you're just doing your typical prograde burn to kick your orbit out to the moon, right? Mm-hmm. As you're burning, say you're not paying attention, and your maneuver node starts to drift a little, and it's now off prograde. Is it more efficient to just continue aiming right at that maneuver node, or to move where that vector is so that it goes right on to your prograde?
I've never actually tested it. There was a time where something I would do would be to try to split the difference between prograde and the maneuver node, but I would not say that I could offer any scientific evidence that that was the right way to do it, right? We could totally do that one day.
That's an interesting thought. It just occurred to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know that the maneuver node corrects, right? The maneuver node assumes you're going to be... It does correct?
Yeah.
Like, as you get it... But does it correct if you're not actually going to be going through the point in space that the node is? Because it doesn't correct...
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you see?
That I don't know.
That's what I would be worried about. because
Yeah,
I
I
don't
agree.
think it corrects for that. It corrects
Don't
for
forget your
Delta
solar
V.
panels, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you. Nice. Was that in chat?
Oh, yeah, a couple people said it.
Yep, open solar panels. Thank you. Who was that? A shout out to No Mr. Bond. No Mr. Bond.
Yeah, Bamamatic. Very frequently I'll just be like, well, screw this node and just burn prograde.
Yeah, no, I do that sometimes too. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
so much for that plan.
exactly.
Let's just start burning.
Because, I mean, the node is more about like sort of giving yourself a measuring stick for where you're going to be doing your burn.
Mm-hmm. It lets you estimate, but then, I mean, that's one of the things we do in the Space Academy things and the boot camp things. Understanding the basic concepts allows you to fix things on the fly, right? So you don't have to have the computer or anything telling you exactly what to do. When you understand the underlying concepts, you can really kind of, let's go ahead and burn this here. You can fix things on the fly. You can kind of think on your feet. And that, honestly, is a requirement of real astronauts. Not to say that they fly anything like we fly in Kerbal Space Program, but just the ability to think on the fly and problem solve on the fly because you have such a wealth of knowledge. They're specialists in so many different areas. They're expected to fix things when they break or whatever.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. And they come up with, well, actually, I guess they didn't come up with it, but the crew came up with the mailbox.
The
You know what I'm
mailbox.
talking
Huh?
For Apollo, Apollo 13, when they had they ended up using the lander craft as a lifeboat, basically. It didn't have enough air filtration to keep them alive, and it's the stupidest thing.
That's a
'cause
problem, yeah.
Effectively, the filters for the landing craft were square, and the filters for the command
Oh.
module were circular.
Right. I remember that.
And they had to sort of jury rig this device that they nicknamed the mailbox.
Oh, they nicknamed it the mailbox. I was like,
Yeah, 'cause
huh?
it's going to look kind of like a mailbox.
Gotcha. So let me do this. The extent of my Apollo knowledge is that, what was it, Apollo 10, the command module was called Charlie Brown and the lander was called Snoopy. And then
Yeah,
NASA's
and then,
PR came in and said, oh, we need something more patriotic in America.
Yep.
And that's how we got Columbia and Eagle.
And I
it would've
believe
been awesome.
8 was the spider and the gumdrop.
The spider and the gumdrop. I honestly would have just left the astronauts to it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what it was up until that point. I thought they were cool.
Yeah. So let me do this. I'm going to talk through the home and transfer here. We are going to... Where's the station? That's the drive section and assembler. That's not what we want. Where's the hotel? There's the orbital hotel. Orbital Hilton. And what I want to do is... I'm in a lower orbit. The hotel's up in front of me. I need to wait. I need to be patient, and I need to let myself get caught up. While I'm doing that, I'm going to plan a node. Right here, I'm just going to do it on the periapse. If you're pretty much circular, 75.3 by 74.988. It's pretty much circular, right? Very low eccentricity. Electricity. Very low something. I don't even know.
It's a very low charisma.
Yeah, exactly. Very low eccentricity. It's like a $10 word, man. I had to get that one in Scrabble. I never know how to spell it in Scrabble, so I'd never get the points for it. So anyways, I just put a node here, and what I want to do, I want to burn at that node until I get a new apoapse up at the station, right? There's a buck 23. We know the station orbits at 125. We put her up there at the beginning of the stream. Long ago and far away when we begun this stream. So now I've got an apoapse after this burn at 125. And what problems do we have, right? I'm trying to go from a circular 75 orbit to a circular 125 orbit. The station is here. I am here. I play pin clicker. Yeah, that's right. The station is up there. The orbital Hilton is right there. What I need to do is actually wait till I catch up. Remember, lower orbits go faster. Not only do they have less ground to cover, less distance to go through, but they're also going faster. They have to fall faster to miss the planet faster, right? But up here, the orbital Hilton, going a little bit slower. What I need to do is wait until I get caught up, such that whenever I get up to this new apoapse I'm burning to, I will actually meet the hotel. What can I do for that? I've talked through this before. I know you saw it if you're new to the stream or if you're new to KSP even. You can click on the node. That was a left click. I can do a right click. That changes the node mode. It changes the node mode. That's awesome. Changes the node mode to this, where I get... I'm really trying to clean it up here, but it's really dirty down there. I almost wish that you could have a thing on the side to also control your nodes. But I've got this. This thing right here is basically a button that allows me to wait in orbit. So what the screen is telling me, when I get up to that new Apoapse, I'm going to be right there. The hotel is going to be right there. We need to wait. We need to spend some more time catching up to it. So I'm going to click the wait in orbit button, and then the hotel gets right there. Let's try one more time. Wait one more orbit. It's a little bit behind me. Once I've done that, we're in between orbits. I'm actually bracketing. Actually, that's really darn close right there. What is that? Let's not worry about it. Once I've done that, where I'm bracketing the orbits, let me try this one. I don't need to use the wait another orbit anymore. I'm actually going to drag the nav ball around, drag the node. And sometimes that happens. Maybe somebody can explain to me why that happens. Let's just go ahead and put this thing over here. Right-click it again. Wait in orbit. Wait in orbit. That's pretty close right there. So let's right-click it again to change the node mode. And just keep dragging it around. Now what happens? Look at this, guys. This is really important. This is an important concept to get. I've already set the delta V. The delta V was 40.7. That's not very much on a craft that has, I don't know, 67, 87 delta V. This is statistically insignificant. What I want to do is, as I drag this around, it changes my encounter. Look at that right there. That's a 2.6 kilometer separation. That's freaking outstanding. But watch this. Watch this number. As I drag the node around, all I'm doing is changing when I burn. I'm not changing how much fuel I burn. And just by tweaking exactly when I'm going to do that burn, I can get, what is this one? 1.3 kilometer intersect. So I set it. What did I do? 3 steps. Set a node to transfer yourself from the lower orbit to the higher orbit that you're trying to get to, right? Step 2, right-click on the node, wait in orbit until your target gets really close to where you're going to be in that orbit. You saw with the pink things and the distance between the two, right? Step 3, drag the node around with that amount of time waiting such that you get a really good encounter like this. So I'm going to spend 40 meters per second of delta V, and I'm going to transfer up to the hotel. That's actually really cool. It's a very, very efficient orbital maneuver, as opposed to just burning like crazy towards the target until you get there, which I definitely see some people doing. Wait, what? You just thought of a problem. My craft is full, and I calculated for full. I calculated for empty. Oh, I see what you're saying. I totally see what you're saying.
For the center of mass, or
for the center of mass.
Well, that'll be easy enough to change, because it's not like, I don't think that your whole craft will be full when you get there.
Yeah, we could actually carry some fuel over to this craft, and also we're still docked to the station. We could ditch some fuel. We could ditch some fuel back into the station. Remember, that is how we fueled it up in the first place.
So was it redocked?
Yeah. IF9. That was a simulator sort of thing. Was one of the first to make a TLI that wasn't a free return. Nice. I didn't know that. A higher inclination target. I totally appreciate that. Already on a free return. They made another burn to get home sooner, though. I can't have any problem with that. Theodore, dude, thank you. I think we're going to take care of that when we get to the station. We'll see how much fuel we need here, and then we will dump the rest of the fuel back into the station because we don't need it. Thank you. I do appreciate the catch there. Look at that guy. That is like a short and fat rocket, man. It's like a bunch of fuel tanks with 6 engines clustered around the outside.
Oh, is it docking to the front?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. I wanted to actually... Remember, we're going to almost make the space plane look like it's landed on the top of this thing, right? We're not going to do a
well,
typical
I
dock.
guess it's a sort of short and squat enough design that is, 100% fine.
Yeah.
Typically, when I do this sort of thing, I'll try to drag it just because it's easier to pull a rope than it is to push it.
Oh,
but
drag it?
It's so small that...
I was going for something. I was hoping that whenever I start to push it, the docking ports will actually collapse a little bit, and I'll get additional structure. I'll get additional force from the wide tank here and the fuel tanks of the space plane kind of pushing against the wide side of the tank here. So I don't really like doing interplanetary transfers with this. Nuclear engines doesn't have a very, very big thrust to weight. Wow, look at that. But that's what I was kind of going for. I was trying to make like a landing pad sort of thing that we could land the plane on top of. You'll see when we get out there, and I hope that it works. I totally just, I don't know. I've never tried this before. I'm just making it up.
Oh, no, it'll totally work.
Yeah, all right.
The only trick is to get that center of mass on the plane, and there's actually a mod that will display the in-game center. Well,
the in-game, which one? You broke up at the end.
The in-game center of mass. Am I breaking because of TeamSpeak, or am I breaking because my gate is too
It sounded like a gate. It sounded like a gate thing. But it's
All right,
honestly
well-
not happening very much. It's just every now and then it comes
Okay,
in.
I'm gonna turn it down a touch. Smidge even.
Caboose. So Das, a Homan is basically going in a lower target orbit and waiting for your target to catch up with you. If you're in a lower orbit, you'll actually be catching up with the target. But yeah, that's the basic thing. Just putting two things in nice circular, predictable orbits, and then waiting for one to catch up with the other. The lower orbit will catch up with the higher orbit, is the way that it works. And there you go. Idle there. Not idling right now. That was my...
The Homan, Walter Homan was super interesting as well. He published, I forget what the book was called, but in like 1920 something, where he's like, this is the fuel efficient path to move spacecraft between two different orbits. Completely theoretical at the time.
Thanks. Now, if only we had some spacecraft.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, if only we had a rocket.
We're short, a little bit short on rockets, unfortunately. All right, here I am 2 minutes out. I'm going to do this burn. Oh, my Space Ops manual says don't burn with solar panels, but whatever, let's living on the edge. F5 for safety. I think this one is just a single F5 for safety. You know, when they first posted the, did you see the F5 for great safety?
Yeah, that was great.
I think we need to make like a edit of that has like an entire KSP themed thing that ends with F5 for great safety. You know the original thing?
The original thing? Oh, yeah,
Oh, your
absolutely.
base. Yeah. We need to have a complete animated GIF that
I
goes
think I
through
still
all
have
the
that on
original
on a
things.
CD somewhere,
On a
along
CD.
with Bahugwa Gods, I believe.
Oh, come on, Fahuga Gods.
As I come on for Bahugwa Gods, as I come on for Bahugwa Gods. Everybody to the limit, everybody to the limit, everybody come on for Bahugwa Gods. I don't know who it is, but it probably is Bahugwa
Making
Gods.
me
I know the
miss-
whole thing.
You're making me miss my burn here, DK.
I'm sorry. Bird, play the game.
I'm like laughing and I'm missing the time that I'm supposed to be burning, dude. I don't think that NASA should put us in a spacecraft together. It's like, oh no, dude, we were totally doing the light switch rave. That's why we missed our burn to the transfer
I'm
to the
gonna
moon.
buy you a pizza.
Oh, you know the sad thing is there's probably a lot of people in here who are young enough that they don't remember that.
That they don't even know, yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, Tanari Kyle
The Bahugwa Gods song earned you a follow.
earned you a follow. That's awesome. You can't be on something that heavy. No, Mr. Bond, you are probably correct. We have a very low thrust to weight. Actually, dude, check that out. DK singing for Hugo Gods got me a follow, which is totally awesome. I appreciate it, man.
I'll do what I can.
Maybe I'll keep you around. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
But you're right. I mean, you have a really good point there. Who was it? No, Mr. Bonds. Yeah, we have such a low thrust to weight. I don't think that even 6 is going to put too much force on that. I just wanted to be sure, right? I think ahead like that, and I didn't want those things to... You'll just leave this here. Tell me that's for Hugo Gods. Tell me it's for Hugo Gods. I guess that's copyrighted. I don't think I can play that.
No, you can't. Not with the Daft Punk part.
Oh my gosh.
An hour long?
Oh, no, I saw that. The hour-long for Hugo Gods thing.
That's totally going to the limit.
That's almost past the limit, man.
You can add a thing in a bag. Wow. Oh, man.
All right. Do I have the station set as a target? Yes, I do. Houndrugar. Are you, like, crossing two, like, worlds there? Is that a
Adel, but
Skyrim and
isn't-
Game of Thrones thing?
Hundruger?
You and DK should do one night a week stream together. Dude, Bama Medic. I mean, I'd be down
That'd be
for
fun.
that. Yeah, that's fun. We always have fun when we do that.
I appreciate that because I always feel like whenever we are on TeamSpeak together, I always feel like I'm taking away from your stream.
Ah, no, man.
I mean,
have
you do
fun
like to
doing
talk
it.
a lot, but
I do talk
so
a
do
lot.
I, and you know.
Honestly, as long as you shut up when it's time for me to explain something, that's fine. He's like, DK, shut your mouth. I need to explain this
Hold on.
transfer. Chill out, dude. Chill out. Let's go ahead and do this, y'all. This node I'm just putting in as a timer. I'm not going to put any delta V on it. I just want this node time is going to be... Talk to me, Goose. Come on, girly. 12 minutes, 37 seconds. The rendezvous, 14 minutes. So this is about 2 minutes in advance. We're going to start doing some orbit bending. And we're going to do this one live. We're not actually going to use a... Oh, that was the Daft Punk thing. That was the Daft Punk thing. Nice. The Fugu Gods mixed with Daft Punk. DK.
Oh,
Which you
there
may
you go.
enjoy. Let's see here. So there's that. I've put this node here as a timer so that I've got about 2 minutes advance notice. I'm actually going to start orbit bending when I get up there. I'm just going to show you how to bend the orbit so we get an exact rendezvous 2 minutes out. And I am going to, let's turn off Kerbal Engineer, do alarm clock, add an alarm. 1 minute out since it's just that, yeah, that's fine. It's going to give me a total of 3 minutes from our 1.2 meter pass there, 1.2 kilometer pass. And now that I have an alarm, I can actually just fast forward this, and DK can speak now. Sorry, dude.
And I'm done. I'm going to post a link. A buddy of mine just sent this to me.
Oh, nice. It's what you're here for. Nice. What did I miss there, Adel? I'm going to have to scroll the chat up. I've been busy doing these transfers over here.
Collection of Atoms has the most accurate username I've ever seen. it's you are.
All right, here, guys. We're going to go ahead and do some orbit bending. My space ops, I'm going to go ahead and turn these solar panels down so that I don't break them off with a craft. It is bad to break your solar panels. The node has nothing to do with this. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of the node now. And let's go bend some orbits. Let's find our target. There comes the orbital Hilton. And I am going to point my tail end. I'm going to show her my tail. What do they say? Show her our backside. There's a thing. Great. Now let's moon him. Let's moon him. That's what we got in the movie. And what we're going to do here is make a straight line, right? From the pink thing to the green thing to my vector. In this one, I don't really want to slow down. I want to... It's actually moving pretty good. I don't really want to slow down until I get it about 2 kilometers out. But I'm going to point a little bit far off to the side. The pink thing and the green thing are really close together, and I want to burn right like this. The goal is going to be to bend that orbit. I'm not only slowing down relative target velocity, I'm also bending the green thing over towards the pink thing. You see how that works? It's totally technical terms. You know something? I'm not even sure. That's the retrograde velocity vector nation.
Yeah, it's the retrograde vector.
There you go, retrograde velocity vector. I totally made that up. I don't think that's right. Now that I've got the pink thing over the what's the pink thing then? The pink Y.
The pink Y
Yes.
is the target's retrograde vector.
The target's retrograde vector. Okay. Is it really?
Yeah.
It's is it though? Because if you point at the pink circle, that means you're pointing directly at the target. Nothing to do with the vector or the movement of the target.
Then
It
it's,
just means
then
you're
it's
pointing straight
the
at it.
prograde target vector.
That means that I'm pointing directly at it. This means
Yeah,
I'm pointing
well,
directly
because
away
it's,
from
it's
it.
It's not the target's grade. It's not the target's prograde vector. It's the target prograde vector. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I think that makes sense.
So like,
What was that?
it's not the it's not the prograde vector of the target. It's the prograde vector relative to
Relative
the
to the target. I think it
Yeah.
may be the retrograde heading, because I don't know if it does it have any vector with it really, because it doesn't show you whether
well,
you're moving away
your heading
from
is
it.
wherever you are currently facing. The vector is the movement.
Are we talking about the green
So
thing?
that's
or
the
the pink thing?
vector indicator.
See, this is why we don't say vector indicator or anything like that. It's the pink thing and the green thing, all right? Put the green thing over the pink thing. Just keep it simple. It's not that difficult. Teflon Mike, dude, thanks for the follow, man. I'm just go ahead and coasting in here. Space Operations Manual said that I should not be approaching the station. There's a speed limiter on the station, right? I should not be approaching the space station at 27 meters per second when I'm 1.5 kilometers away. I actually need to slow it down, boss. Like this. And again, I'm just trying to keep the green X on the pink Y. I don't care what they're called. Just do this, okay?
This is actually really interesting. Who put the Spartan? That's a really cool
Well, what do we get? What do we get there?
thing for beginners. I
Another
think.
reference sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Dude! I'm going to crash into the station because I'm adding this as a favorite. F5 for safety so we can get back to a point after I crash into the station. That is bookmarked, dude. Spartan, that is really awesome. Anti-target! I like that. And Mitsukichi says that it's the anti-target marker.
He's not wrong.
But anyways, guys, look at this. I've got the green X over the pink Y. Right? Long story short, whatever it's called. That means that we're basically going to run into the station. We've got a separation. Let me move it out from behind Chad. We've got a separation of 0.00 kilometers. That means that I'm basically going to crash into the station in 1 minute. That's something we try to avoid here at Kerbal Space Academy. While it can be
Crashing?
hilarious, we try not to crash into our stations. Unintended high-speed docking. Ah, yes.
Spontaneous rapid disassembly.
Yeah, exactly. Spontaneous. Nice. Yeah, we got some... This is a 3 Dr. Pepper stream, honestly. How are we doing on time? I think we'll be able to get out to Lathe here in a reasonable amount of time. Again, I am just coasting into the station. And when I get closer, I'm going to go ahead and just slow down. Now, am I going to dock to the station? No, I don't want this craft and its mass docked to the station. Just for safety purposes, I'm going to come to a complete halt, pretty much a complete halt, right next to the station. Keep in mind, the only place you can come to a complete halt, really, is if you're exactly in the prograde or retrograde path of the station. If you're lower than it or higher than it, there's absolutely no way to come to a complete halt at the station. There is a way to do that. You've basically got to get to where your orbit marker and the target prograde vector are almost the same when you're really close to the station. And then you will be directly in the prograde or retrograde path of the station. That's the only way to come to a complete halt. If you're 100 meters lower than the station, what's going to happen? You're going to be faster no matter what, and your orbit is going to be different. You cannot come to a complete halt. Even if it says 0.0, it won't stay that way for long if you are not exactly in the same orbit of the station. So I'm just slowing it down here, boss. Gonna come coasting in at 2. What just
Jimmy
happened?
the JJ's in here.
Dude, what's up, Shimmy?
Jimmy is my favorite JJ.
Shimmy is your favorite JJ?
He is.
Nice.
I tell him that all the time.
I think maybe Shimmy could be my favorite JJ too. I wouldn't want to steal from you really, but you know. Let's see how we're doing here. We're coming up on the station. This is an excellent rendezvous. I am here. Guys, I'm time warping. I didn't want to go in very fast. I'm going 0.5 meters per second now. Let's go ahead and double F5 for double safety there. And I am going to try to come to a complete stop right here. Let's see. Dude, Quirt! 13579. Nice. Quirt! Odd numbers. Thanks for the follow. Ooh. That one's actually really cool, Shimmy the JJ. Thank you so much for the follow, sir. We're coming into the orbital hotel here. We've designed an interplanetary kicker stage. We're going to put our place plane.
The plan going to the
SSTO. We go with SSTO. Put our SSTO this docked on top of the station there. Room for 8 Kerbals. Gonna see if we can't take it out to Lathe. Let's see how that goes. I think now is a good time to come to a complete halt. We're less than 100 meters from the station. Guys, this is bad. Don't be pointing your engines at the station and burning at it. Try to be off the side a little bit like I am, right? Good thing I wasn't pointing directly at the stations. I know it wasn't a lot of thrust, but you can cause serious issues with your station if you burn directly at it. So, Space Ops Manual. When I dock things, I like to point them straight north on the horizon. Like so. Also nice. Put your picture on a bot command. Nice. What? Oh! No, I got it. Whew, on a bot command. The F5 for great safety. Dude, actually what we wanted to do was get the entire GIF and edit it with a Kerbal theme.
Yeah.
That would be cool. So anyways, Space Ops Manual. DOS's KSA Space Ops Manual, actually. Yeah, everybody should do it. Point north, like this. That's where my docking port's going to be. It makes everything nice and predictable, as opposed to docking in completely random orientations. That looks good. Let's lock it in with a tap of F. DK, did you know that tapping F temporarily disables SAS?
I did.
Aha. Excellent. I've been trying to use that one more because apparently not a lot of people know about that one. Let's go back over here. There is the orbital station. There is the space plane on top of it, bound for Lathe. Maybe we just need to add some people. We need to move some people up to it too, right? Story number what?
No, is it empty?
Please consult your doctor before burning directly at the station.
Yeah.
In
I'm
fact,
thinking of other people named JJ now.
dude, DK, last night we made a mash driver, and we were deorbiting things with a mash driver.
I wasn't able to watch the full thing, but I sort of glanced in and saw you shooting things at other things.
Mm-hmm. Good times, good times. I am actually just going to take a little bit of fuel here. Let's empty this out. Back into the station. Look at our little orbital, our transfer stage back there, that IP kicker we've got. That's actually really cool. Hey! Oh, that was fast, because we're transferring from a smaller tank into a bigger tank. That's what happened. Alright, one of these. Out.
For the stream, DOS, would you like to talk about how pressing F could be useful for people?
Pressing F. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of glossed over it. You're
Next
like,
time
hey,
it's
did
useful.
you notice? And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, next time it's useful. Next time it's useful, I'll talk about that.
Okay,
I like to put some context on it. And it's not very useful right now. People are like, what? Why would I ever want that? I'll be like, here's why you want that, because I'm doing it right now. Yeah, totally remind me about pressing F, and I will go over why it's really cool to temporarily disable SAS. Let's see here. Focus. There's the last tank. In. I almost feel like that front tank was... Do we have room for the fuel in the front tank? There's the liquid fuel. Let's just ditch it. And, it's going to be very hard to stay stable. In. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to have to split the fuel up. Tac fuel balancer, I really need you.
You really do. That's one of my favorite mods. That's a mod that I should cover for Mod Minute on Kerbal's Kerbal podcast.
Mod Minute. Kerbal. Dude, I still haven't seen one of those. I need to go see one of those.
Well, it's a podcast. You don't see it.
Well, but you see it. I mean, I need to go to where the podcast is, and I need to see it, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna link the chat too. Actually, if you don't mind.
Nice, thanks, dude. No worries. 7. This is about 200 fuel that we're missing. 200 fuel. So I just put 200 units of liquid fuel and 240 units of oxidizer into this craft. That's about 50 in each tank to keep her stable, so that I can RCS her really well. There we go. 200 units. Hey. I'm just going to put 100 in this side, 100 in the other side. We won't worry about the rest. We've got SAS. There is 100. Ugh, I wish I could just type it in. And then what is the matching for 360 by 440? What's the ratio? I don't know off the top of my head. I just do it until the two lines are about equal. So let's see here. I almost wish... Oh, whatever. I should just get TAC Fuel Balancer and stop wishing things in stock KSP. There we go. 125. Yeah, that's good. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So this. Actually just do it across, right? So doing it across the body of the craft. There we go. And let's put 100 and 125 in here. Living fast and loose here. I'm actually going to try to transfer them both at the same time and get the right amount. Good thing the physics lag is slowing us down a little bit. The physics lag makes transferring finite amounts of fuel easier. Is this tanked up? Yes, it is. Let's move some Kerbals up here, guys. Who's going to pilot it? I don't know who. Ratio what? We're still at 113 viewers. Ah! Zach, you always toss that good speed thing out here. I will try both, man. I will definitely try both. Tenari Cow. Thanks for hanging out. Farewell for the time being to yourself. I look weird without my hat, don't I? Green light is radiation pendant. Wait, what? You're technically correct. The best kind of correct. Alright, y'all. Who's going to go to Lathe? How many Kerbals do I even have on this station? Only 4? That's not very many, honestly.
You gotta have more than that.
I only have 4. Then I've got whoever's on... apparently the Hilton was staffed, but not a... Where is Ludford even at that he has that view? He's in the cockpit of the craft, I think. Get LLL centrifuge to orbit? Wait, what? Post up a picture if you want to, Bama Medic. Let's go ahead... Oh, there's just nobody up here. We just deorbited everybody else. Let's put them all in there. The Hilton has a... What was that? Okay. No. You're the pilot of the space plane. You get back inside. Ludford, apparently. Let's EVA this guy. Let's do some physics mode flying here. Space to let go. DK, if I really get this going, I'm definitely going to be looking at a different computer for streaming. If only for the fact that I think it would make my KSP run faster, because KSP is such a processor hog.
Yeah, you know, I didn't want to make you insecure about your processor, but I did notice that it likes to lag a little bit.
Yeah, it is lagging. It is lagging. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a pretty big station, right? You want to load it up in your game and see how it works? Aqua Monkey G! Thanks for the follow. You think you could run this without any physics lag?
Actually, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I could. In,
Oh, really?
64-bit, yeah.
I don't believe you, sir. How many? Well, I'm on the Kerbal right now. I can't see how many parts that is. Let me go and see how many parts this is. But I need to be... There we go. You there. Back of the bus. But you've got the new... what was the second one? I'm on Sandy Bridge. You are on New... Port
Is that Ivy Bridge? Or is that...
Ivy Bridge? No, that was the one before.
Uh,
Not Ivy Bridge. It got an inn in it.
what am I... Oh, Haswell.
Thank you, Haswell. That is actually
Yeah.
right. Oh, man. This guy's the bartender.
The brain melted for a minute there.
The bartender is going. I looked at when my processor died. I looked at upgrading, but I wanted to get back online as fast as possible, and I didn't want
Yeah,
to.
no, I understand that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I could overclock this thing, but
Yeah,
then...
Jimmy's on it. Jimmy knew it was Haswell.
Nice, thanks, Jimmy Haswell. Excellent. 123 viewers. Wow. And it's what, Thursday night? Dude, Thursday night's not a bad night. We still got, it's not even midnight on the West Coast. I wonder where
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
is coming from. I'm always interested in that sort of stuff, you know. I'm a sucker for statistics.
Have you actually ever flipped through your statistics for your streams?
Yes, I have. I do that. I do that every night when I'm dumb streaming. I'm like, dang it, Doss!
Right?
One less hour
Okay,
broadcast. Step up your game. You think I'm kidding? EVA this dude. Oh, this guy was in the bar as well. Why are all the Kerbals on the Hilton? Littlefoot 79. Good year to be born. If that's what that means, it usually is.
It
Somebody
does
did it.
usually mean that, yeah.
Somebody did a password. When those passwords were released, they did like a statistical analysis of the passwords and usernames, and then like 14% of the people who make usernames put their year of birth at the end of it. And I was like, okay, makes sense. No big deal. That's why I do DOS Valdez, because DOS is just about never taken. In fact, I think that I already have Ration Llama also. Thank you for the follow, good sir. Kerbal Space Academy. I'll do the spiel in a second. DOS is never taken. That's why I think that I already have a freaking, what's the thingy with the Skype?
Your Skype account, yeah.
Yes, my Skype account. I think I've already got a Skype account.
Did you get the message that I sent you?
On Skype?
Yeah. No, sorry, on
Oh.
on Twitch.
On Twitch. I did see a message in there. I didn't click on it yet. So I saw a
I
message
found what I think is you on Skype,
oh,
but
my old-
it showed your what presumably would be your first name,
Oh,
and I don't know if you want to
interesting.
share that, so I didn't want to say it in stream.
I will check it out. Was it the other Dos Valdez account?
Yeah,
Ah, I bet you I already have a Skype account and I just brain farted basically.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Thanks, dude.
Well, I mean that's just the thing that happens. It happens to me though, plenty.
You know something? There is that. F5 for safety. We've basically abandoned the orbital hotel here. We've got enough fuel in there to refill that craft, which is good, and empty out this guy. What else would become interesting? KSP interesting. Dude, thank you, man. Freudch, you're freaking awesome. Like I said, I really appreciate all the different support, the followers and everything, but the comments like that make me feel good, dude. Between you and DK, I'm gonna like freaking stop streaming because I'm so embarrassed. Not really, I won't stop streaming. There you go, Bama. F5. Uh-oh. We may have a Nightbot reboot right now, because Nightbot is being slow.
Nightbot is kind of a jerk.
Sometimes. I've actually been looking at that Deepbot thing as well.
Deepbot. I am unfamiliar with the Deepbot.
It's got the rep system, and I really... Oh, yep. They're offline. They're rebooting Nightbot right now, so Nightbot is not going to... I guess even robots need a little bit of vacation.
Hold on, I've got this. Hold on.
Wait, what? Oh. Are you gonna be a DK bot?
Yeah, I'll be DKBot. But
Nice.
I'm also
Yes,
gonna
Caboose.
shamelessly promote myself. Hold on.
No worries.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm gonna go over here and disconnect this. Guys, we're actually gonna answer a question here too. Earlier we were wondering. I should have. There's that guy. There's that guy. No meters per second. Control from here. All right. Full on RCS. Let's put in some emergency RCS. There we go. Full on RCS. Got 200, 253. That's good. Nice. Oh wait, Nightbot just came back? Oh, Nightbot made it back. DK, Nightbot better beat you. It hurt us talking
They
about
totally beat me. Dang it.
it. God
I was
damn,
gonna
blame
post
it.
this. Oh well.
What was that one? I
It's just
for the
it's a
rendezvous.
direct link to the time in my video where I say F5 for safety.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. I have no clue how to do direct links, by the way.
What's that?
I have no clue how to do direct links in YouTube. I know nothing about. I've made 13 cents on YouTube, by the way, from videos in my advertisements. That monetization, man. 13 cents. The counter says right now.
You know what? You get that up to $100 dollars, not cents, and then
You'll feel a little different.
then you'll get a check.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, anybody that goes to the YouTube channel, I definitely appreciate, like, you know, the ad blocker thing where you do the disabling thing, because I am never going to get a check if I hit 13 cents.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've been looking at so many different ways to kind of support the stream so that I can. I mean, really, man, it's really like being able to spend more time on it, right? It's
yeah,
really
I mean,
hard.
it's not a matter of being like, I'm gonna get rich on Twitch. It's more, well, I mean, it's more sort of compensating for your time, because I mean, how many flipping hours did you say you do this a week, man? I mean, like,
More than is probably reasonable.
yeah, exactly. Especially when you at this point are still doing it for free. I think personally that you're going to be partnered pretty quickly. I think you could definitely get partnered pretty quickly. Especially, I mean, you've been streaming for a month and you've got over 100 people watching you. Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
I'm not complaining, man.
Yeah.
I don't have anything
The
to do
only
with that,
people
though.
that
That's
I've
just
seen
awesome.
do that have been of a different gender.
Aha. I could totally point my camera a little bit more towards the rest of my body. As opposed to just my head. So anyways. Let's go ahead and time warp. Ah, yes. I'm basically just using RCS to fly the space plane out to the orbital kicker stage, away from the orbital hotel. I keep, you know, I wasn't really sure if I should be using the brand name. I mean, when we first built it, we were just playing around and we called it the orbital brand name, right? And then now that we're being hosted by KSP TV, I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. So that's why I keep alternating between orbital brand name and orbital hotel. Let's time warp out there. Turn off these wacky physics. And again, guys, look what I'm doing, right? All I'm doing, I'm flying like a plane, but because I've got my dorsal side up on the screen like this, the nav ball is speaking the truth. My green, going this way vector is a little bit above the pink, target is this way vector. Marker, whatever it is. And you can see it matches reality. I'm flying up to it. Just like that. This, what I see here, matches reality. That's why I preach the dorsal side. Everybody was like, dude, dorsal side, that's like for Shark Week or whatever. No, it makes it really obvious to see what's going on. And it really helps you relate what you get in the big 3D environment, which some people process very well, with what you see in the less 3D environment. Why am I pointing at my monitor? I need to use my mouse. The big 3D environment up here versus the little 2D environment down here, which other people process differently. In fact, versus this numerical environment, which other people process differently. But I am totally of the understanding that different people process and understand things different ways. And just being able to orient your craft like that with the dorsal side up and map these two things, what's happening here matches what I'm seeing happening in the 3D environment, helps you understand the basic concepts. Remember, I keep hammering, I'm like, understand the basic concepts of KSP. Because it's not rocket science, it's just a rough approximation with little green men.
It's not rocket science. It's just close.
It's just close. It's really one of the reasons why it's so fun, right? It's like real world sort of stuff, but let's go ahead and time warp out there. Yeah, look at that. I'm flying in for a great landing. Now I need to... Whoa, buddy! Screed! That time warp. Let's make sure we don't hit that. Way to go, DOS. That was wasteful. Well, now... And why did I point that thing north, right? It makes lining up things so easy. Because what I can do is just point the plane straight along the west vector. That's the 270 line on the nav ball right there. West vector. There are too many vectors. It's only a vector if it has a velocity in it or something like that. Along the west indicator on the nav ball. And you can see I'm pretty much very well aligned with this. I need to go this way a little bit. Poof! You know what would have been faster? Putting this a little bit further away from the station so that I could get out of the physics range for it.
Yeah.
That probably would have been smart.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
Alright, that looks good. Well, DK, I can answer that. I will say that I should have done that so that people on the stream understand that it would have made more sense.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not actually gonna do it. Don't do as I say, not as I do, sort of thing, right? I hope that nobody gets that impression from me. And now I'm just lining her up from this side.